to maybe the most non-competitive game of the great games today. Kansas runs away from Indiana at Fog Allen Fieldhouse. Not the most surprising result, at least from my perspective. Indiana, I mean, we've seen this from Indiana before in the last 4 seasons. I understand this team is supposed to be different. Jalen Hood-Schifino was back today. I don't know that after seeing what we saw today, we can call it different anymore. I mean, Jeff, I feel like we got to throw it to you here. You've had a lot of ups and downs with Indiana this season. I mean, should we be surprised that this was not a competitive game?
Listen, I was supposed to be there today. I was going to fly in Thursday and pick up my daughter in Bloomington, and then we're going to drive all the way to Lawrence. She's a freshman at Indiana, Tyler. And I didn't feel great. I've been coughing for 2 weeks. So I was like, I don't want to be that asshole on the flight that's coughing the whole time. I just didn't want to be that guy.
Everyone
we all know that guy,
flight,
right? We all know him.
On that flight, appreciate you.
I was not going to be that.
Everyone appreciates you.
Everybody does. So, we're excited. My daughter comes running up. It's noon today. She's all excited. She's like, get down here. Why aren't you down here? Watch a game with me. So we're watching the game. And the game's over. Again, just like Arizona. They dug themselves such a deep hole. Even if they wanted to, they couldn't dig out of it. And certainly you're not digging out of it at Fog Allen. I mean, you might be able to in Vegas against Arizona and come close. You're never going to dig out of it against, first of all, Bill Self. But I know we want to talk Indiana first, then we'll go to Kansas. This Indiana team was kind of anointed as the Big Ten favorites. And I don't want to say I did it too, because I picked Iowa to win the Big Ten at the end. I don't love that one either. But I guess Indiana barely got into the tournament last year. Remember, they had to beat Michigan and Illinois in the Big Ten tournament just to get in the first 4. Then they win and they get crushed against St. Mary's in the actual NCAA tournament. I don't call the first 4 the tournament. To me, that's like preliminary rounds or whatever. So they get drilled by Randy Bennett. And we all annoyed him because they're bringing everything back, and they add Jalen Hood-Schifino and Malik Renew, who are both really talented players, but neither one can shoot the ball from the perimeter. So they still don't have big-time shooters. And Xavier Johnson, while he got hurt today, has really proven it for like 10 games that he's a high-level point guard last year, for the last third of the year. So there is still a ton of questions to be answered for this Indiana team, beyond the fact that, to me, they're a top 25-ish team. That's what they are. That's what they are right now.
Ish. Yeah, Tyler, I don't know how much you saw this game, but I mean, again, from my perspective, this is sort of who Indiana has been. We had Geo Baker on here, I think about a week ago, saying, look, no one in the Big Ten scared of these guys. And I got a stat for you. Trace Jackson Davis, in his career at Indiana, 5-25 against Ken Pom top 100 teams on the road.
Wow.
I mean, that's a tough stat to come back from. But again, this is also Kansas at home. Like, you would have liked to see this be a little more competitive, but we can't really blame them for losing this game, right?
We're dropping our merch.
We got to start calling Underwood Daddy Brad.
I'm a big pod guy.